How does it feel when your ex reaches out to you after 3 months of no contact? This is Shana, just a human in Los Angeles, here to help you pick up the pieces after your breakup. Well, if you watch my channel, you know I had a pretty big breakup last year. And if you're wondering if no contact works, the answer is yes, it does. At least in my experience, it works basically all the time. And I have been working really hard on getting past my ex because it was what could easily be classified as a toxic relationship, and definitely a very bad breakup, a bad ending. And I decided that it was really time to move forward, move on, and heal myself. So for 3 months, every minute of every day, pretty much working on getting better, on moving past the relationship, and not just the relationship, but sort of the core wounds that the relationship left me with. And what happens when the phone rings and surprise, it's my ex. Boy, the best way I could describe it right now is this. You know, like in Alcoholics Anonymous, how they count their days of sobriety, and like you get like a coin after 30 days, and I think you get one after like 90 days, a year, or whatever. Well, listen, I had my 90-day coin, and I really felt like I had been making a lot of progress, but who's counting, right? And after 3 months and 3 days, which is a little more than 93 because some days have more than 28, the phone rings. I pick it up because that's the kind of person I am. And boy, the emotions that came flooding in, such mixed emotions of, you know, the love that I had for him, the, you know, desire to get away from the relationship, the knowledge that I can't look back, and also just the feelings of he's still a human, and allowing him to say whatever he felt like he needed to say right now. But after getting my 3-month and 3-day coin, picking up that phone felt like a relapse. It felt like a reset. Because if you're in 12 steps, if you are an alcoholic and say you have like whatever 153 days of sobriety, and then you relapse, you have a drink, then you start again at day 1. Now, just full disclosure, I am the just say no poster girl. So alcohol, drugs, etc., it's never been my thing. I've never touched anything, and it's just not my thing. However, I do feel like that phone call set me into relapse. Like the days that I had been counting, or whatever, the months and days, the 3 months and 3 days, which was probably about 97 days, was suddenly set back to 1. And I'm not going to say that all the progress that I've made in my breakup recovery disappeared in a flash. Far from it. I found myself at first very, very rattled. Yes, there's a certain like excitement of, oh my goodness, he's back. You know, what does he want? You know, then the fantasizing, oh, could this work out? Could we make things better? Could we? No. And no. But your mind starts running through all these ideas, these thoughts, and these conflicts of like, must stay away, Should I let him in? Should I talk? Should I hang up? Should I block? Should I engage? And I think that a lot of sort of the anxieties that started coming up for me were less about him or the relationship that we had, and more about what do I do with this information. Like my heart and my mind just suddenly got really, really confused. And here I was, walking this path, and then all of a sudden, like a Roadrunner cartoon, this anvil just drops in the middle of the road, and you're like, what do I do with this information? Do I climb over it? Do I go around it? Do I turn around and go backwards? Or do I dig myself deeper into a hole, but then go under it? So, after we talked, and then there was a big flurry of emails, I found myself just really crying, sort of out of control again. It wasn't sadness so much. It was just a sadness for the progress that I had worked so hard to make, and that I just felt like the world was confusing again, and my heart was just ripped open again, and my brain was on repeat again, and so it begins again. So I guess I'll wait for my next 30-day coin. It's just that, you think about in like AA, then if somebody takes a drink or if they take a drug or whatever it is that they're trying to overcome, that's something they bring upon themselves. I feel as if this relapse, so to speak, was really forced upon me, and it sort of seems unfair. And I know that I have to take control over my own situation. Everybody has every right to do anything that they feel like they need to do. If he felt like he needed to reach out to me, that's his prerogative. And I had the choice. I had the choice to pick up that phone, and I did. And so it begins again, and the healing journey continues after a bit of a reset.